Hello everyone, and welcome to the Miradore webinar on application deployment for Android in Miradore Online. My name is Sean Brennan, and I'm a marketing specialist here at Miradore. And let's have a look at the agenda. First, our technical specialist, Lassi Pekkarinen, will run through a demonstration, and more about that shortly. And then we'll have a Q&A session with him to answer all of your questions. So we encourage you to type your questions in the question box during the demonstration. And then some closing remarks. So just a bit more about the demonstration. Lassi is going to show the different options of how to deploy applications in Android. This will include the regular application deployment methods, APK deployments, and the managed Google Play Store, or otherwise known as Android Enterprise deployment. So with that said, let's begin the demo, and I'll hand the stage over to Lassi. The stage is yours.
Okay, thank you, Sean. And hello everyone, and welcome also on my behalf to this session. Starting the screen sharing now. I hope you can see my screen soon. Maybe Sean, you can confirm.
I can see it
when it's visible. So good. So today's agenda, it was the application deployment for Android. To demonstrate that, I have here a Miradore online site, which has a couple of devices enrolled. I can show the list here. So the other device, the one that Samsung is enrolled using the kind of traditional method, installing the client and enrolling the device into Miradore online site, and then this Huawei phone is enrolled using the Android Enterprise enrollment option. So I'll be using these two devices in the demonstration. If you are interested more on the Android Enterprise options, we have had a couple of webinars about that, and so a good place to check for more information about the enrollment and all that is to have a look on the webinars on our website, so www.miradore.com/webinars. It can be found also under this services and webinars menu. So have a look on those. There's recordings of the past webinars as well. But okay, let's move on with the demonstration. So I won't be explaining more about the Android Enterprise in this session then. Okay, so application deployment. To start that in Miradore Online, you need to first configure the applications you would like to deploy to the devices, and that starts in the applications view here on the left. So let's jump there. There's one application already configured, but let's go through the configuration with these different types. So I'll click here, add application, and select Android as the platform and move on with the next button. So this window will now show the three types of applications and application deployments you can use with Miradore Online. So the first option is the Google Play Store deployment. So in this case, the application is downloaded and installed from the public Google Play Store. This deployment type, it requires the device to have a Google account configured. So it's using that Google account to connect to Google Play Store for the application. And also this deployment method or type, it requires the end user interaction. So it requires the end user to approve the incoming installation. It's not working as a silent. But from Miradore Online, you can follow up the installation to see if the user installed it or not. Okay, the second type, it's called APK download. APK stands for the application package used in Android platform or environment. So this means it's an application file which is then downloaded either from a website like It can be, for example, a web server in your internal network, or it can be, the file can be uploaded to our service, so to your Miradore online site, which is then the source for the APK file. This installation method, it requires that the device security menu, it has allowed, or in the security menu you have allowed the installation of applications from unknown sources. There's a selection for that, because this is not the well-known source in that sense. It's not Google Play where it comes from. So you need to enable that before the installation can happen. Good thing in this deployment method, especially with the Samsung devices, is that on Samsung you can deploy applications silently, so without no end user interaction. On other vendors' devices, the end user needs to, again, with an OK button, approve the installation. But okay, and then the third option, this is related to the Android Enterprise. So this is called Managed Google Play Store, which means it's a company managed or organization managed Play Store where you can approve applications, only the applications you want to be used in your environment. So the Play Store will contain only those ones. And good thing is also that this allows the installation to run silently on the background without the end user interaction. But okay, these were the three options. Let's go through the application configurations in all these cases. So let's start with the Play Store application. So I'll select that and click Next. And then it's asking for the application details. So for this demonstration, we could install application called Slack. So I'll write that as a name. Then the next field is asking for the package name, which is the unique identifier for the package. But the handy way to find this is to actually click this Show in Google Play link on the side. It takes you to a search box, and let's write here the application name Slack and search for it. And then open the page for that. And to type in the package name, we actually need to copy this link. So this URL to the application in the Play Store. So let's copy that to this other tab and paste it to the package name field. And as you can see, it's removing the extra parts of the address. It's keeping only the package name in here. And if you want, you can check that it actually works. So you can again click this link, which should take you directly to the correct application now. So this is a good thing to check. If the link is correct, then the application deployment will also work. Okay, as the next thing, I can write some notification to the user, which will be shown to the end user when the deployment is happening. Let's write here, for example, collaboration tool. The description is internal description for you to be shown. So I'll skip that, and let's click the add shortcut to the home screen, so the end user will see the shortcut on the device home. So let's click next or create button and close into this summary. So there's the application configured. So let's do the same with the other types. So let's again click add application, click Android. Let's go with the APK download and next. And now you can see the options that it can be this external URL, which could be for example, your own web server. But in this case, let's use the file upload option. So we'll upload the APK file to the Miradore online site. So let's browse for the file. I have here file Opera Mini, which is a web browser. So it automatically detects the package name from the uploaded file. I'll write here the name of the application. Let's call it Opera 10.0. Notification Opera browser. And again, let's click this add shortcut to the home screen and create. And let's close the summary page. So now we have the APK download application as an uploaded APK configured here. Let's do the last one. So the managed Google Play Store. So let's select that. Next. This is a bit different. You need to actually contact the Google Play through this kind of plugin. Let's search for the application. In this case, let's deploy, for example, application called Business Calendar 2 to be precise. So in this case, we need to approve the application. And on behalf of the organization, we need to approve the required permissions. So I'll click here, approve. And after a second, you should see here the status changing as approved. And we can close the page. And after the refresh, the view also shows the business calendar application here on the list as a managed Google Play Store application. So now we have all three types configured as applications, so we can start the deployment then. So to deploy the applications, you can do it from multiple places. You can deploy the application by selecting the application in this application view and click here, deploy application, which gives you the possibility to select the target device or devices. Or then you can do it from the devices view. It's kind of the opposite way, that you select the target device first and then click here, deploy application, which will then give you the possibility to select the application to be deployed. But in this case, let's open the device page so we can follow up the deployment as well. So let's do it first for this Samsung device. And on the background, I'm starting to share the device screen. Hopefully this will show up in a second. Okay, so here is the device screen. I'm having the device on my desk here, so you can see what I'm doing or what's happening on the device end while we are doing this. So on the device page, let's deploy application, and let's start with the Google Play application. So I'll expand it the actions pane if it's minimized, and then click deploy application. And now it gives me the list of the configured applications. Let's use the Google Play one first. So let's select that Slack and next. And then I'll click deploy here. And on the device end, you can see here it's prompting in the notification area that user interaction was required, so I'll expand that. And it shows here Miradore installation of an application Slack requested, so I'll tap that one. And it will open the Miradore online client, which gives you the message we defined there, the collaboration tool, and explains that what it's going to happen. So as an end user, I need to tap here the OK, which will open the application in the Play Store. And here I'll click install and accept the permissions. and it starts the installation. So in Miradore Online User Interface, I can check the status from the Events tab here on the device page. So it says in progress. So the installation is now ongoing on the device end. And quite soon it should be finished. It's quite a big application, but the network is okay here, I think. So let's jump to the home screen, and actually now there's also the application shortcut available in the home screen. So let's refresh this page, device page here then, and click the events, so it says completed. So the installation is now done. And you can see the installed applications on this main page as well. Then scrolling down to the application deployments, so it says Slack is installed. So this was the Play Store option, so it needed some user interaction in the device end. But let's deploy then the APK download package. So that Opera browser we just configured. So I'll select deploy application, Opera 10.0 and next. And let's click deploy. So let's see what happens on the device end. So there was something downloaded, and now it's installing it probably on the background, and there's the shortcut. So the application was installed. This device had the unknown sources enabled, and this is a Samsung device, so it's able to do the APK installation on the background silently without end user interaction. If it's something other brand instead of Samsung, it will be prompting the end user that do you accept the installation, and the end user needs to tap OK to that window. Okay, and then in the events, again, it shows that completed. So these were the so-called traditional ways to deploy the applications. I will now jump to the other device, so let's stop this screen mirroring from this Samsung device, and I'll connect the other device, that Huawei device I had on the list. And let's also jump here to the devices and then open this page for the Huawei. Okay, so here we have that other device screen shared as well. So in this case, let's now deploy the managed Google Play Store application. So again, it goes the same way, that actions, deploy application, and on the list then we'll select that business calendar application. Let's click next and deploy. So in this case, it's then deploying only the managed applications. You can see something happening on the notification area, so it's going silently, and the shortcut was also created on the device. So this is a handy method for the company and the managed environments. And as we approve the applications to the so-called company managed store, it means that also the end users have the possibility to check and install the applications from that store. So I'll jump on this device to the Play Store and let's see how it looks like. So the Play Store doesn't list all the applications published into the public Play Store, but only the ones that have been approved in this Miradore Online environment now. So there's the business calendar we approved, and there was the Miradore Online client which was already approved earlier to this. So the end user can also install these applications manually from this store. But okay, so that was the application deployment, the three different types. So what if then, if we would need to remove applications, the removal goes the same way on all these three types. You just find the application either from this application deployments table, or you can just open the actions and remove application. So let's now remove this business calendar application on this installed on this device. So let's click business calendar from this list and next. And when I click remove, it should be removing the application silently without end user interaction again on the device screen. So let's see. Okay, and there it goes. So the same removal, silent removal, is available also for the applications installed using either the public Play Store or the APK download as well. So the uninstallation is always silent. And to uninstall application, it has to be deployed using Miradore Online. So only these applications managed by Miradore Online can be then removed. If you have applications that have been installed earlier manually, for example, you need to redeploy it through Miradore Online to get it changed as a kind of managed application, which you can then remove also using Miradore Online. So okay, that was the case. So to sum up how to deploy applications, you need to first configure the application in the applications view using the type which is suitable for you, and then just start deploying the apps. Okay, that was the part I was planning to show you. So I guess we can move on then with the questions if there are some questions.
Great, thank you for that, Lassi. And yes, there actually are some questions here. We've got 4 questions.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of them being is, can you deploy applications to multiple devices at once?
Yes, you can. So that can be done, for example, so that in the applications view, you can select the application and click here, deploy application. And then it gives you the possibility to select target device. So instead of selecting one, you can select multiple. So click Control and select multiple rows, or then use this select all functionality. And then if you click next and deploy, it will deploy it to all of these devices with the same command.
Okay, great. Second question, can in-house or the APK files be deployed to the separate workspace container that you get with Android Enterprise?
Yes, that was something we didn't cover in this case. In the Android Enterprise, there's also this kind of work profile thing called work profile, which is a container inside the user's device. So to my knowledge, you cannot include or install the APK applications to that work profile. So that's limited to those managed applications.
Okay. Next question is, does Huawei devices support Android for work, since you are able to install this silently?
Yes, they do. We have noticed there are some differences on those devices. Some devices work more smoothly than others, but for example, this Huawei requires a couple of steps you need to check during the enrollment, but it seems to work okay. But I'm sure the Android Enterprise is fairly new thing for Google as well, so I'm sure they will start smoothing the edges and surfaces on that soon, so it will be working better. But it's a powerful tool and good approach for this kind of company managed device management. So.
Okay. And final question here. Do apps get updated via Google for Work after they're installed?
Yeah, so the Android Enterprise option.
Yeah.
Yes, I think they get the updates, or also you can try to push the application updates using Miradore online deployment. But I think it's using also the automatic updates then through the managed Google Play Store.
Okay. Yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah.
Right. So I actually see no further questions. So I'd like to thank everyone for attending, and thanks to Lassi for the demonstration and Q&A. So we'll have a transcript of the Q&A session sent out to you soon, along with a link to the video recording of the webinar. So thanks again, and don't forget to join us next time, next week on March 30th for our webinar on enrollment methods and how to mass enroll devices. Thank you, and have a very nice rest of your week. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.